36 years ago, on December 12, 1990, Victor Moses was born in Lagos, Kaduna, Nigeria. Not much is known of the next 11 years. Moses acknowledges the facts parents killed in an attack on their home. Relatives financing his move to seek asylum in the UK, but it's something that he does not discuss in public. The 11-year-old Victor became a refugee, landed in London, and got down to the business of persevering. Moses once said this, "Football helped me settle. I started playing for a team called Cosmos in the Tandridge League before I went for a 2-week trial with Palace. They must have liked what they saw." He doesn't talk about his life before football when he had to seek asylum in England after his parents were murdered in Nigeria at the age of 11. After he settled in Croydon in a foster household, he began playing amateur football in the Tandridge League for Cosmos 90 FC, where it quickly became clear that he was good enough to become a professional. He was only 13 years old at the time, but his first manager, Tony Loisy, described him as Cosmos 90 FC's Gareth Bale, and that it was a 1 in a million chance that brought him together with Moses. He was like Gareth Bale when he plays for Wales. Without Bale, Wales are an ordinary or average side, and without Moses, Cosmos 90 FC were worse than ordinary. Loisy said, "A moment that I remember was when Victor goes up to the goalkeeper, puts the ball through his legs, turns around, chips it back over his head, and then beats him again." The kid was in tears as he absolutely humiliated him. Then the mother of the child comes on and starts hitting him over his head with her handbag as he humiliated him. I said to him after that, "It doesn't matter how good you are." Crystal Palace came in. I said to him, "Look, Victor, there's no way I would hold you back." And I asked him to come to Crystal Palace with me. Crystal Palace indeed liked him so much, he supposedly scored 10 goals on his academy debut, that they helped place him at Whitgift, a fee-paying private school, one of the oldest and wealthiest in the country, renowned for exotic peacocks prancing around their 45-acre property, and of course for producing academics and politicians with the occasional rugby player or cricketer thrown in. They had never had a football team in their 400-year history. To help change that fact, in 2001, so shortly before Victor Moses arrived, they hired Chelsea legend Colin Pates. Whitgift has since established partnerships with several local clubs, including Crystal Palace, Charlton, and even Chelsea. Bertrand Traoré, for example, was placed at Whitgift as part of his teenage upbringing, while not officially a member of the Chelsea Academy. By all accounts, Victor Moses excelled both in the classroom and on the pitch. GCSE results above the national average and stories of too many goals to count. In 2004 to 2005, Moses led Whitgift to the final of the U14 Schools Cup, where they met Healing School in a final staged at Leicester City's Walker Stadium, now called the King Power Stadium. As recalled by John Malloy, the coach of Healing a decade later for a story in the Grimsby Telegraph, Whitgift won 5-0. Moses, playing as a lone striker, scored all 5 goals. Just a drop or two in the bucket that included 50 goals for his school that season. Colin said this about Moses at that time. He is far from being the finished article, but there is no question he is the most talented striker of his age that I have seen. He is strong, quick, and he scores goals for fun. And he just looks fantastic as a player. What is encouraging is that he has a great attitude. He has his feet firmly on the ground and he is modest and level-headed. He almost has the attitude of a professional. If he scores 4 but misses 1, it is the miss that keeps him awake. He is going to have to work particularly hard if he is going to make it. But with his talent, it is up to him. On his youth-level debut for Palace, his coach Loizi described how he was almost scoring from the halfway line, and his talent became immediately apparent for those at the club. Strong, quick, and immensely skillful, he made his professional debut at 16 years old, despite having less football academy experience than his peers in the same age group. By 2007, Moses was in the Crystal Palace first team while still finishing school at the same time. He would become a first-team regular the following season, signing his first professional contract for 4 years, which he would never see out thanks to the Eagles' financial difficulties. The club went into administration, and Wigan pounced on the bargain. A mere £2.5 million changed hands as Moses joined Roberto Martinez in the Premier League in January of 2010. Wigan had barely escaped relegation the season before, and facing the champions of Europe to begin the new season. The outcome was never in doubt after Chelsea scored twice within the opening 10 minutes. Moses had gotten himself into a bit of a spat with Wigan management earlier in the summer. Dave Whelan, Wigan's chairman at the time, was not exactly known to be a most reasonable man, and had been linked with moves away for much of the off-season. Chelsea were among the being their one and only threat. Neither Branislav Ivanovic, nor Ashley Cole, nor Ryan Bertrand could contain him. A few days later, with Wigan accepting Chelsea's 5th and final offer of around £9 to £10 million, it felt like Chelsea got a bargain. A 21-year-old homegrown talent, an alternative option to the flare-off young, rebuilding new core of Chelsea. That was the plan, but his next 4 seasons didn't go as planned. Moses set career highs in appearances, 43, and goals, 11, in his first Chelsea season, and that's despite leaving for a month to guide Nigeria to an Africa Cup of Nations title. Collecting the Player of the Tournament award along the way, then didn't kick a ball competitively for the Blues for 3 years. Moses turned out for England as a youth international, winning the Golden Boot at the 2007 U17 European Championships, for example, but chose his birth nation when it came time for senior international football. Probably if I had waited a bit longer, I might have picked England, says Moses. But Stuart Pearce stopped picking him for the U21s. He would impress in pre-season and then be sent on his merry way to join the Lone Army. Liverpool, Stoke City, West Ham, all 3 had designs on possibly signing him permanently at one point or another, but due to injuries, inconsistent form, or whatever else, they kept passing. Moses would return, impress, be loaned out again. Rinse, repeat. After that, he made a series of temporary moves to what has been described as the lone wilderness by some. First, he joined Liverpool, then Stoke City, and lastly, West Ham United. Moses, perhaps surprisingly, wasn't considered an automatic starter at any of those clubs. Moses once said, "Conte came to me in pre-season and said, 'I really enjoy watching you play, and I don't want you to go out on loan.' And then Antonio Conte happened, and for once, an impressive preseason actually won Moses a place in the team. And then the switch to 3-4-3 happened, and suddenly the backup winger had become a crucial piece of the puzzle at right wing back. After impressing new manager Antonio Conte during preseason, Moses was included in the first team squad. On August 15, 2016, Moses played his first league game for Chelsea in 3 years, coming off the bench for Eden Hazard against West Ham United in a 2-1 win. On August 23rd, Moses made his first start and scored his first goal since his return in the second round of the EFL Cup against Bristol Rovers in a 3-2 victory. After back-to-back league defeats, Conte converted into a 3-4-3 formation with Moses playing as a right-sided wing-back in the following match against Hull City. His performance as a wing-back helped Chelsea to a 2-0 victory and also earned him the man of the match. On October 15, 2016, Moses scored his second league goal of the season against Leicester City in a 3-0 home win. On November 26, 2016, Moses scored the winner in a 2-1 victory against Tottenham Hotspur and was named the man of the match. Moses played 40 games in all competitions for Chelsea in the 2016-17 season, scoring 4 goals. With Chelsea winning the Premier League title, Moses became the Nigerian player with the most Premier League appearances for a title-winning team. Moses courted considerable controversy during the 2017 FA Cup final against Arsenal, which Chelsea lost 2-1. Having been booked for a foul on Danny Welbeck earlier, he was given a second booking, resulting in a red card after diving in the penalty area. He became the 5th player to be sent off in an FA Cup final. The match was played 5 days after the Manchester Arena bombing, in which 23 people, mostly children, died. Chelsea did not wear black armbands during the first half, but did during the second. Then, Moses, while walking off the pitch, removed his and threw it to the ground, sparking outrage on social media, with many accusing him of failing to show respect to those that lost their lives. It felt like an eternity since Victor Moses was rampaging down the right flank under Antonio Conte in Chelsea's 2016-17 title-winning campaign, as well as the following season where the club won the FA Cup. Once Conte used Moses' performance, he was showing at Chelsea at the time and gave a comment that made Mourinho angry in the two coaches' famous war of words period. Moses has valuable abilities, technique, physicality, and the ability to cover Sever, who dazzles on the training ground, and his former captain at West Ham, Mark Noble, spoke of his delight that saw his talent finally flourish. On his day, he is one of the best, and you cannot stop him. Noble once said, "The one thing that has probably gone against him during his career has been his consistency. But he looks like he has that now and is enjoying his football." His former international and club teammate John Obi Mikel wished he had stayed to fight for his place at Stamford Bridge. "I always told him, 'Where are you going?' every time he goes away," Mikel told Goal back in September. "Where are you going? I mean, you always go out on loan, but why? Stay here and fight? You are a very good player, a young player. You are quick, you are strong, you are fast, you can dribble. Where are you going? Why are you always running away from this football club?" Every time I talk to him, he says he wants to play football, and I think he has found a manager who will give him time, who believes he has got a lot to offer the team. I think he is ready to take up that challenge as well. I think it is the right time for Vic to be here. I think if he was here another time, I don't think he would have made it. But I think that this is the right time for him at Chelsea. The man he was signed to replace at Chelsea, Salomon Kalou, felt that Moses' form, which he showed under Conte, wasn't a surprise. He thought that people who knew him and worked with him saw his eventual breakthrough as an inevitability. I'm not surprised by Moses' form, Kalou said that time. He never had a big chance like this before. He never really had this chance to show off. A big player has to have the chance to play. It is difficult to show your skills when you don't play, and this season he has shown the quality that you need at this level. I am not surprised. He is a fast and technical player with great stamina to go forward and then to come back. Chelsea have supported him very well this season, and that is why I am not surprised that we are seeing the best of him. He will have a great season in a blue shirt. It is clear from the comments of his peers that Moses, like any player, need the full backing of his coaching staff, and that is what he was get at Chelsea under Antonio Conte. This is Victor Moses' story from refugee to a main man at Chelsea.